Hello everyone, Avenger here. In today's a little bit of a different place that we are seeing ourselves. We are over the beautiful fields of Kursk in the evening in our IL-2 1942 version. I figured out I've been mostly focusing on the naval content of warthunder, but at the same time I was thinking to myself, maybe let's just try and do something else with that, like, you know, let's have some fun. And I figured out I could kickstart it with the IL-2. A plane that, if used correctly, it is one of the few planes that are not fighters, that you can safely say, my dude, you are the fighter. Maybe a little bit slower than your typical one, but oh boy, you can survive a lot. And we have claimed our first victim. Possible. Okay. And a very nice, skillful sniping shot with this beautiful 23mm cannons. I do adore them. A plane that can survive a head-on in most of the circumstances, not all of them. But yeah, let's try and get that Mustang also. Or not. You do have to remember that you are not the fighter, you won't turn as a fighter. Still, I can be an escort fighter. Haha! Never thought about that, did you? So yeah, I purposefully didn't bring secondary weaponry like rockets, etc. because I do not try to fulfill the attacker role. I'm just here to kinda monitor everything around me and hopefully bite where I can. So this video is gonna be a bit of a kickstart to the another series on my channel where I will be focusing more on the planes. Maybe on the planes that are not so viable or not so visible when it comes to War Thunder. Not a lot of players know about them being really good. You see them on the smaller quantity than some others. For example, P-51 early version, so the ones that were designed for the British. That's just an example, because there's quite a few of them. I could be focusing on the famous planes or on the planes that could be famous but are not, like the aforementioned Mustang, maybe A7M2 Reppu, the prototype successor of the A6M0, one of the most famous Pacific fighters. The chances are I will just look at them and think about them a little bit more. The problem is, or maybe not the problem, it's like talking about one plane, you can't really focus on history of that plane because the history is, for example, IL-2, one of the most produced planes of the World War II and after the war even. It's kind of hard to focus on the history of the plane because there's no such history as a history of a singular plane. I mean, yes there is, but it's not about that. With ships, you have one singular ship built in for example, 1930s, served throughout the war, sunk by a submarine, sunk by an aerial attack. Haruna, Nagato, Arizona, Hood, the famous duel with Bismarck. It's easier to focus on the history of the singular ship than a history of a singular plane. You can follow the history of a pilot, not the history of a plane. Also, I do have to mention that one thing I adore IL-2 for, maybe adore is a strong word, but I feel like besides bleeding the speed like a maniac, it is also very good at turning with the landing flaps. Very sturdy flaps. And of course that Typhoon just decides to I don't think I can... Oh no, my steer is dead. But yeah, another double kill. That Typhoon is just... like I mentioned before, IL-2 is a plane that can be used as a fighter, that can be used as a strike aircraft, it can be used pretty much in every role besides strategic bomber. It's a CAS, it's a very good CAS. I would prefer it to be a little bit faster, but I can't really complain that much, can I? I do adore the 23mm cannons, that I have to say. I do absolutely adore them. I feel like they are very, very powerful. Are they powerful enough to be compared to some other, like the 20mm MG151? Yeah, maybe. And there's also a thing that those cannons have 150 shells for one of them, which is more than enough for one. Oh my god, I'm reading the chat. But yeah, this is more than enough for one sortie. Because you will either die or before depleting your ammo, or you will be lucky enough to go back to your base and rearm. Okay, let's go for that Hudson. Oh my god, the chat is so cringe and it's European chat. Now, I could be stupid and rush into this beautiful blob of enemy aircraft, but I think I will just stay and wait for my teammates to come closer. I even lead them a little bit. And yeah, let's keep that 2 kills per match. So yeah, you won't be able to outrun many of the planes. Like you see that Hurricane, that 190, all of them are faster than me and could pursue me with ease. But at the same time, I can just do that, bleed a lot of the speed, but also gaining a lot of the maneuverability. Oh, that 109 is feeling lucky. Good tip for you guys. In air mode, the shells are rendered only up to 2 kilometers, so especially the machine gun shells. Ah, goddammit. The IL-2 got me. What? Triple kill? Wonder if I can get more of that. But yeah, this is basically IL-2. Yeah, there was the blob. But somehow... they got me good. They got me good. This is like the opening video, so it's not gonna be a very big one. So I'm gonna finish on that. So yeah, that was IL-2. A very underappreciated plane in warthunder. It's mostly gaining traction as the CAS plane, being able to, oops, the wrong tab, being able to carry 600 kilogram bombs or a combination of bombs and rockets, which is very effective, especially at the 3.0 battle rating in the ground mode. Very nice Polish camo. I do prefer it than the Battle of the Stalingrad camo, mainly because this is the Polish camo. And yeah, plane maneuverable enough for other fighters. Yes, you will bleed a lot of speed, but that I don't think should concern you. What you shouldn't be concerned also is the fact that you can force other players to go on the head-on with you. This plane wasn't called a flying tank for nothing. Do tell me in the comments, what do you think about this kind of series where, like I said, I'll be looking at the planes that go under the radar of most players. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider leaving a like, consider subscribing to the channel for more content like that. Like I said, do tell me in the comment, what do you think about a series like that. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, or an afternoon, wherever you are. This is Adventure out. See you in the next video. Bye bye.